Hey guys, welcome back. We're in Module 5. This is video 2. In the last video, we covered prayer, we covered pathways, and we covered power. We talked about making sure that we pump the brakes and begin with prayer, and then we looked at the different ways in which God might be guiding us to be a part of his redemptive work in the world. And then we talked about the unique power that we get to tap into. And remember that the Holy Spirit is with you and that when you're weak, he's strong. So in this video, though, we're going to start to kind of buckle down and get kind of serious about the actual people that we are called to reach. Now, remember, we said a couple videos ago, we really emphasized the fact that all people are created in the image of God. And I know that if you're a follower of Jesus, you hear that all the time, and you know that you need to believe it, but it's true that everyone is created in his very image. And so as you begin to narrow the focus down, this is a really good project, a really good process to go through as you think about the people God's called you to. If you know who Rick Warren is and the church that he started called Saddleback Church out in Southern California and San Diego, wrote The Purpose-Driven Life. If you haven't read it, you don't know about it, it's maybe because I'm old and you're young. I don't know. But if you don't, read it, look it up. When they started that church, they got real specific. They created this fictitious person called Saddleback Sam. And what they did was they looked at the area to which they had been called to bring the gospel, and they really started to look at who, on the average, were the people that lived where they were going to serve. And they got really specific about it. As you create something, whether it's a mission, a ministry, perhaps you're creating a marketplace initiative that's going to be even a business or perhaps a nonprofit. I want you to get really specific about the people to whom you are called. Too often in ministry, we say things like, well, I'm going to reach whoever God calls me to reach, or I'm going to go into the world, or I'm going to reach every non-believer in my city, and it's just too broad, way too broad of strokes. This is going to be narrowing your focus way, way down. And so as you think about this, I guess we're in Kalamazoo. I might call this one Kalamazoo Chris. Could be even too broad to think about that way. But you need to think about some questions like this. What is true about the people to whom you are called to serve? What's true about them? Where do they live? Where do they work? Where do they play? What's their third space? Where do they go? Who really are they? What's important to them? When are they available to be a part of whatever it is that you are doing? Not too long ago, I had an entrepreneurial opportunity to teach some young people about how to start new things, and we had an entrepreneur come and speak to the class. And this particular person actually is somebody who sells hamburgers. And we were listening to their story about how they had been really successful in one city where people were just eating them up like crazy. And so they opened up a new location in another city, and they recognized about 2 months in, it wasn't going very good. So we threw this out to the young people and said, why is it that isn't going very well? Well, if you launch a hamburger restaurant in a community of vegetarians, it's not going to go really well. And so they hadn't done their homework about who the people were. They had a great building. I mean, it looked awesome. You'd love to eat there. It had a fantastic vibe. But nobody wanted to eat what they were serving because they hadn't done their homework. They didn't know who the people were. And so this is really a disciplined process that you need to go through when you think about what are the kinds of things that they love to do. What are their biggest fears, these people that you want to serve? What are the challenges that they face on a daily basis? What's their background? You know, the church where we started is in what used to be a typically filled with people from a certain background of a different country. But those people all moved out of the neighborhood, and now the neighborhood's completely different. We could not assume anything about the people that lived there anymore. We had to do our homework to get to know who they were. Now, as you begin to do that, and you think about this product, if you will, this service that you're going to provide, this ministry that you're going to bring, whatever it is that God's called you to do, what is unique about you, your process, your product, your service, your mission, your ministry, that when you look at this person, and I would encourage you to name that person, give them a neighborhood name, whatever it is, and you think about their hobbies, and you think about their interests, and you think about their demographics, and you think about their goals, and you think about the way they vote, and you think about what's important with their children, and you think about, you know that you have this white van idea that you're going to bring to them. What is your unicorn idea? As you pray through this and you look at these people and you think about it, what's this unique thing that you can bring to them that when they see it, you will have some synergy together. They will know that you've been thinking about them. They'll know that you've done your homework about them. They will know that you understand what is important to them. So as you think about your Saddleback Sams, and as you think about this particular thing that God is inviting you to think about and the pathways that you're going to take to bring it there, get really specific. May I say this again? Don't go past this too quickly. There's a worksheet that we use. In fact, maybe we'll zoom the camera in. It looks like this. And in the middle, there's a picture of a person. And around that person are all the places you can write down all the things that are true about them. Do this homework. Find what you need to find. Find the statistics. Find the census data. Whatever you need to find to make sure that you know who those people are that you're serving. Not only will it help you be successful in what you're doing, it will also tell them that you care about who they are. Good shepherds care about their sheep. Get to know the sheep that are in the neighborhood that you're called to serve, and find that very unique thing that God has gifted you to do so that you can bring that to those people. They'll know that you care about them, and by God's grace, you'll have the opportunity to share it together. We'll see you in the next video.